So even though you have full cheeks, we're going to go ahead and give you a little bit of cheek support more laterally, and that'll decrease the amount of stress that's on this lower lid for you.
So my face is lopsided. I feel like this side is like, my profile is different.
Between one side versus the other? It's everyone's got a little bit of a difference. Go ahead and give me a mirror quick and then little cotton swab. So if we're looking at you, basically split down the middle. When we're looking on this side, we can see that this is a little bit more narrow compared to this side over here. So the tissue has to travel a little bit further. So the side's actually right now, because it's not as supported, is a little bit lower, which makes this side look more full versus this over here. So that's why we're gonna do just a little touch of volume back here to bring that up. And then also this side needs it a little bit, but just not quite as much. But you can see, like, as we bring volume back posterior to the cheek, then it actually takes more pressure off of that eye area, so it doesn't come down as much. And this side, if you look, has a little bit more of a trough here, because remember how I said this has to go with further distance, and so by lifting this up, now we just transition that really nicely that direction. Okay. What do you see as far as, like, when you're saying lopsided? Like, is it, what do you see most?
Like my chin here is.
Yeah, it comes out. Yeah, that's the way I said. Like, it comes. This side has to travel further versus this one, and so with that, you can adjust it a little bit by bringing a little bit more volume here. Some of it is that this muscle is really tight, and so that's what's causing this to crease up. It actually kind of shortens your face a little bit. Because it goes, like, it instead of this being more elongated, it kind of truncates it a little bit that way. So sometimes we just soften that up a little bit with some Botox also, and then put some filler to extend it. So as we extend that, you can see, you can see how this, like, ends up being a smoother transition down as opposed to here, and then it kind of then it hits an angle, right? Whereas this is more smooth there. So we can do little adjustments there too. Let's work on the eyes for a little bit first, because we don't need a lot of volume that's up here, just a little bit of support. And then we'll do the eyes, and if we have anything left over, then we'll kind of play with this area too. Okay? All right? You good?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Does it all make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I feel like gravity is pulling my face down, and these lines, this is where I had the fillers before, because those nasolabial lines were like really getting deeper.
Well, and we all have to have a little bit of transition area, like, as far as, and so for you, like, I actually wouldn't necessarily trace in the nasolabial folds completely, because otherwise you're just going to be just all cheek. Which, and you've got fuller cheeks as it is. It's more, like, what I would do is actually just add more support here and here, where that bone's gotten a little bit smaller, and that way there's an ease of transition, and you have a natural delineation between, like, your nasolabial folds and your cheek junction as well. So, and it just looks a little bit more natural for you.
Okay.
All right.